Okay, this is going to be the last session, whether I finish this video or not. I mean, the video I'm watching. I'm not going to do another part after this, okay, on this video.
That not everyone on planet Earth feels they have had an encounter with God.
Because you've based your argument upon your own integrity and your own sincerity and the thoroughness and purity of your own search for God. Why would you stop believing him because someone else says that they seek the Lord and don't find him?
Let me stillman that, because that was actually a good point. Why would you stop believing something just because someone else stopped believing something? In the same way, why would you start believing something just because someone else believes something? Faith is a gift of grace. If you haven't been given that gift, then you're not going to believe. If you have that gift and you still don't believe, then it's on you and it's your fault. The more you know, the more you're held accountable for. The priest, the pastor, the pope, the metropolitan, the imam, the pastor, the theologian, they are held accountable for more than you are because they know better. If you don't know, you're not accountable.
I follow someone who says they sought the Lord and found him. If we're going to throw out personal experience, there goes your testimony for the Gospels. There goes your proof of Jesus' resurrection. There goes so much of what the Christian faith is built off of. You can't just throw out the individual experience when it suits you.
They would say I'm personally attacking them. At least they potentially would. And I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, well, you brought it up. Like, you're the one that laid out your sincerity as the rule by which you will test God's existence.
No one did that to you, Mike.
So Mike Winger has a very bad habit of fighting straw men and then playing the victim. Like somehow the straw man attacked him. He did this in his Catholicism stuff. He did this, and he's done this in other videos against other religions and against other denominations. It's one of the things I like least about Mike Winger. I'm going to move ahead.
Like, you're the one that laid out your sincerity as the rule by which you will test God's existence.
No one did that to you, Mike. No one did that. Someone said, how do I answer the problem of divine hiddenness?
No, but let me stillman Mike Winger here. He's saying that you are being relativistic and you're using your own standard of morals to judge God. And it's called the Euthyphro problem. It's a question of piety. Are you loyal to your parents or are you loyal to the state? Okay, are you loyal to the God? Well, which God? Which God are you loyal to? Well, there's only one true God. Okay, but then what about these other principles and standards? So is morality under God or is morality above God? As Christians, we believe morality is under God, that God decides morality. And we believe that God is real. If you don't believe that God is real, then the question becomes, do you believe that morality is objective and an ultimate truth? Or do you believe that morality is subjective and therefore you must have another standard? And everyone has to have a standard. In an early part of the Bible, one of my favorite parts of the Bible, actually one of my favorite stories, they call it the shekel in the sanctuary. It's the standard that you set all other standards against. For you, the question is it relativistic? Or is it objective? And if it is objective, at what level? Is it objective on the family level, on the state level, on the national level, on the global level? Is it a philosophy? Is it humanism? Is it Hegelianism? Is it Stoicism? Is it a religion? Is it Taoism? Is it Christianity? Is it Catholicism? Is it Buddhism? Which type of Buddhism? Which type of Christianity? Okay, your moral standard is higher than that. Okay, so is your moral standard the universe? Is your moral standard creation itself? Is it nature? Is it anti-nature? Is it chaos? Is it non-being? Is it order? Is it truth? Is it love? Is it God? Is it the one singular God? Is it the uncreated creator? How high up does your moral standard go? Again, I am Steelmanning Mike Winger's argument. I am not making an argument myself.
The mental gymnastics here, the dishonesty. Like, am I missing something?
I think it's wrong to call Mike Winger dishonest. I may have said something similar in one of my videos, the one where I was like ranting. Mike Winger sometimes comes across as low information. But if you look at the books that he has, and assuming that he read them, he has the information. Why doesn't he put it together? I don't know. But let's pretend that all the books behind him are unread. So maybe he doesn't know. Or maybe he doesn't know any better. Or let's pretend that they're read. Maybe he doesn't understand what they're saying. Or maybe he understands, but he disagrees. It is wrong and uncharitable to assume Mike Winger is lying because he doesn't agree with you. In the same way that you think it's uncharitable and dishonest for him to say the same statement in reverse. Two wrongs don't make a right. I say be charitable to Mike Winger. He seems to have good intentions. Of course, I could be wrong.
And I recognize, by the way, that there are higher levels of argumentation for both sides on the divine hiddenness problem. But if this is the best that Mike Winger can do, and if he thinks he's being loving or fair or consistent with this, then I'd love to have a conversation with him.
And I would love to have a conversation with you. If you would like to, I'm not as big as Mike Winger. I'm not even as big as most YouTubers. But if you have a small channel and you want to talk to me, hit me up. I'll gladly go on your channel. You can come on my channel. I got StreamYard. I don't care. Let's just talk. I would love to pick your brain, talk about philosophy, talk about TV, talk about comic books if you're into that. Let me know. Please like and subscribe. This has been fun. I still don't know the name of your channel, but I'll try to link it down below.